Hello, everyone. How is everyone doing? Welcome. This is the Galactic Light Show, and I just keep adding more shows to my channel because there's so much information that needs to be shared. And tonight we have a channel transmission from Atlantis and tuning into that energy. In addition, we'll also go through all of the astrological signs for messages for these energies. This is a timeless reading. Whenever you see this, it'll help you right when you need to hear the message. The whole idea, when I thought about Atlantis, it's near and dear to my heart. I feel that I'm a part of Atlantis. I feel that I am a descendant. I'm a part of it. This ancient civilization that holds all of these beautiful memories in crystals, in addition, all of the crystal healing that goes along with it, and the light codes, everything. And then also, of course, the ocean water energy. Also in Atlantis, they did a lot of work with higher vibration and frequencies, and working with frequencies, as we know, coming into the age of Aquarius here, right now, is very important. And when you work with these frequencies, it also gives you an opportunity to raise your vibration in your energetic field, your physical field, your mental and emotional, spiritual bodies. And also in Atlantis, they worked with light therapy, which is super cool. So I always have different lights in my studio that will help, with align the chakras, anything that you need, it literally expands. And so this ancient civilization had such magical properties and modalities that they were using. And Atlantis is considered more of the yang, on the yin and yang circle, and so more of the masculine energy. And so it was known for advanced technology. It was known for intellect and power and moving things forward, right? And so what happened with Atlantis is the fall of Atlantis was because they started abusing their power. And I talk about this a lot on my shows, on the Love Forecast show, and then also in the Spiritual Happy Hour show, is balancing the yin and yang energy within ourselves and within the world around us. And in Atlantis, went way over onto the yang side, and it was very heavily oriented with the masculine energy, where it ended up being the demise because it couldn't balance it out. Now, on the flip side, we have Lemuria, which is the feminine, the yin ancient civilization, and, overactive in all of the feeling and disillusionment. So it's interesting how those two ancient civilizations simultaneously belonged or were here at the same time. Nothing's really definite about that. But it's interesting because now on Earth, you have those two energies, those civilizations, but Earth is here to balance out those energies and integrate the yin and yang, or yin and yang, however you want to say it, energies within ourselves and then within the Earth, with the vibration of the Earth. And we all know right now, with how technology is moving so quickly, everything's so interconnected, that is how Atlantis was. We are in masculine energy right now with all the fire and air energy that we just stepped into. Massive transits for the next years to come. So that being said, I wanted to tap into the Atlantean energy and the guidance of what they have learned with their civilization, in addition to the messages that we need to hear right now. So I did pull some cards. I have my Beach Balance Life Pure Ocean Heart deck that I will be working with, but primarily I will be channeling messages. So for the overall collective message, I wanted to tap into what does the collective, us, meaning we are the collective, we're all intertwined in this interweb, right? And but energetically, right? And so what is it that the Atlanteans want to channel to us? I was doing some meditation before I got on the live, and I also wanted to do a little bit of just crystal energy and some light codes for everybody watching with love and light. Okay. And what came into my mind was dream time and awakening. Right now, we have just entered a time after all this Pisces energy, Neptune and Pisces, Saturn and Pisces, everything now is in Aries. It went from dreamland to awakening. It literally, this is the yin and yang, right? Balancing these energies. And what I'm picking up on is that we need to make sure that we're drawing healthy boundaries with ease and grace as we move through these next few years with all this masculine energy, to make sure that we're honoring the divine feminine within ourselves and within Mother Gaia. It's really important to be aware of these energies, because this is really the balance of everything. If you're feeling overly emotional, then maybe you need to tap back into more of the masculine energy to get more grounded and balance it out. The Libra scales, right? And so with that energy, also I'm hearing for the collective that in the current energy, it's favorable if we balance out our energies and draw healthy boundaries with grace. You can't make that up. And with the dolphin energy in Atlantis and all of going in and using our sonar and using our intuition and tapping into that and using it for the good and the betterment of everything, rather than abusing the masculine energy we have going on right now, making sure we're pulling in that divine feminine energy to balance things out. So that's what I have for the collective. So let's see, I'll pull the signs and then I'll have the timestamps in below in the description box after the show posts. In addition, if you're new to the show or any of my shows, my channel, please make sure you subscribe and click the thumbs up on all the videos, because it helps get the vibe out and the word out to spread the word of new information that hasn't really been talked about, And all right, so first we'll start with Cancer. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Let's see, what do the Atlanteans want to say to you about the energy that's going on right now? This is a timeless reading. So again, when you tap into it, it'll be when you need to hear it. I'm getting that this is about some future energy of a graduation and initiation of where you are in your spiritual, I don't want to say awakening, because I feel like you've been on this path for a while, but I feel like moving up into the next level and having things just turn around, and all of a sudden it makes sense, and you have a influx of new information, and you've taken that information and learned how to alchemize that to help you go to the next level. And with that energy, I'm also getting that you're very good at using your inner guidance system, and that's going to be the key to all of your success. And when you use your inner guidance system, your morals, your integrity, any of that that's right in your soul, and you lead with your heart, you will absolutely be successful. Let's back that up with see what else the Pure Ocean Heart deck has to say. And the card that flipped out is, I'm abundant in all. So yes, you'll be very abundant when you tune into your inner guidance system and take this initiation and move things forward, and really just embrace that frequency of what you're getting out into, from the universe and also from the earth. I really feel like with these channeled messages, it's really going to be involving getting back into water, the memory of water, and how important it is for us to tap into that energy, because that our bodies are 98% water. So when you're in that frequency, you will absolutely be abundant in all. So that's what I have for Cancers. All right, so next we have Virgo. So Virgo, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What is going on? Let's see what the Atlantean channeled messages are for you as we go through this energy. All right. What I'm getting right away is, in the present moment, I feel like your belief systems have been changing, and they're starting to really get into alignment with the Atlantean energy, into that masculine energy of using your gifts and your talents, but also not abusing your power, because it's really easy to get to do that with the Atlantean energy. However, I do feel that it's really like you're understanding how much healing can do for you, and how much even just getting in salt water does for you, and really just wakes things up and cleanses all of the negative toxins out of your energetic auric field and also your body, and letting the new information come in, letting your cells breathe with new water, new information, and unlocking parts of your DNA that are going to upgrade you to the next level. So in addition to that, with the pure ocean heart message, the wait will be worth it. So this is great. You're right in alignment. You're right. You're living in the present moment. I can absolutely feel that energy for you. And I know that it's going to really benefit you. So when you tap into that energy, it's going to really just be like on fire. So, all right. Hi, Mystical Musings. How are you? Yes, Atlantis, you got it. Hi, Tammy. Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad you checked in. Good to hear from you. All right, so next we'll move on to Scorpio. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What are the Atlantean messages that you need to hear right now? I'm getting that there is a new level of consciousness that you're tapping into right now, that you are feeling the shift of the earth and also of the energies and the galactic energies coming through that is helping you raise your consciousness. And even if you have already been awake and on the path, there's just always going to be new information and new paths to go down and seek information. And I feel like that is really where the universe is testing you to step up to the plate, because you will have a victory. You just have to choose wisely with all this new information. You have to use your discernment too, to make sure that you know what is, the consciousness and the timeline and the quantum timeline you want to identify with. All right, so, the underwater cave is hiding something, so explore it. So this is energy I was just talking about, the new consciousness. So tapping into your subconscious mind and realizing that, it's the tip of the iceberg, right? The iceberg is just your consciousness on top of the water, but then the iceberg underneath is your entire subconsciousness. So tapping into your subconscious mind and starting to really unlock those gifts in the DNA that you have been hiding for I want to say, just lineages. So I think that's really, really good information for you, because if you explore your consciousness more, you're going to expand more. And the more you expand, the more you're going to really just spread your light and help the world with your gifts. So I hope that helps, Scorpio. So next we have Gemini. Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising. All right, let's see what the Atlantean channel messages have to say for you. I do get that this is more of a present moment for you. I feel like there's like these progressive desires that you have. And I feel that they are going to help you move to the level where you're able to step out and help people wake up and raise the vibration of the planet. And these are really good. I feel like you're going to be taken on a path where you're moving in out of like the storm into calmer waters. And it's going to give you an opportunity to open up a whole new path for you. And I feel like this must be more so within your career. I feel like fear has been holding you back, and it's an illusion. It doesn't exist. So with that being said, just easily tap into your intuition for answers, and that will give you the answers that you need. Okay. All right. So now we'll move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. What is going on, Sagittarius? All right. Interestingly enough, I feel like there's some issues coming up from the past of abandonment. I feel like this is really impressed into your subconscious mind from your ancestors. So it's been passed down to you through into your DNA. I don't know the name of the cells that go in the DNA. If you guys know, comment below. I'm not a scientist, but I feel like there's this energy that's been passed down that has imprinted and become your new normal, to feel abandoned and feel that that people aren't going to, really be trustworthy, when really you've been conditioned to scan for threats as opposed to receiving love. So I feel like you have all the information you need, but I also feel like your heart is as vast as the ocean. So you need to open up and expand your heart space and really open up into that synergy with that dolphin, playful fun, getting into that energy. And your inner child would really love to have you open up and spend some time doing that. All right, so that's what I have for Sagittarius. So let's see who's next. Libra. All right, Libra, sun, moon, or rising, what is going on? Let's see what the Atlantean messages have for you. Remember, whenever you're hearing this message, it's timeless, so it'll find you when it's meant to find you. All right, I feel like this is also part of your past has been in a more of the Lemurian era, if you will. And that, if you watch the intro, Atlantean is more of the masculine energy and Lemuria is more the feminine energy, and Earth is here to like take both of those energies and balance them out. And I feel like you're a little bit more on the yin side of things right now. And I feel like it's going to be good for you to tune into your frequency to a higher vibration to balance those out. Because once you tune into a higher frequency, you get out of that emotional state and you get out of spiraling and really tapping into more of your intuition. Because when you are out of your emotions, it is really easy to tap into your intuition and follow those intuition hits. And remember, when intuition comes in, it comes in as a statement. And when fear comes in, it comes in as a question. So that is one of my favorite sayings. And I think that's something that you need to tap into. I think you also need to trust the road's going to rise to meet you and know that you just take a leap of faith and you take just one step forward every day, and it's going to benefit you in so many ways. So that's what I have for Libra. So next we'll move on to Aries. Aries, sun, moon, or rising. What is going on, Aries? Let's see what the Atlantean messages are for you today. I feel like this is something that is coming in from your future. I feel like there's going to be some mentors coming in where, the teacher becomes a student and the student becomes the teacher. And this is going to be your time to step into the role of being a mentor to somebody. And then you're going to have new mentors pop up and help you and expand you on your path. And this is a part of your destiny, is what I'm hearing. And I think that if you just listen to your intuition, you will know that, and just know that all your prayers will be answered. It'll definitely happen for you. Okay. So overall, I do feel, Aries, it's time for you to let your hair down and have a little bit of fun and tap into the energies of being playfulness and just getting out, running around the yard, playing in the ocean, whatever it may be. It's going to benefit you in so many ways. And it's going to cleanse your energetic field, especially if you're able to get in salt water or a salt bath. That is going to really help you amplify your auric field and cleanse it from any kind of negative energy, any kind of holes that have been poked into it. Yeah. And the funny thing is, I pulled a card for you just randomly, and it said, cleanse your space and charge your crystals. So there you have it. I love that. That's beautiful energy. All right. So next we will move on to Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, or rising. What do the Atlantean messages have for you? I'm getting that in the future, there's going to be a collaboration of a lot of different projects and ideas coming in for you that are going to help you alchemize all of the ideas that you've had sitting within your heart and bring them out into the world. I feel that it's going to balance out the energies of the yin and yang and within your internal body, but then also I feel like your endeavors are going to help the planet and really amplify what it's like to be authentic, to be wild and free, because that's what's going to really help you put your voice out into the world. And so I feel like a mantra for you would be, I am the one, and what I'm seeking is seeking me. That is a very powerful saying. Write it down. I totally love it, because it's true. When you're whole within yourself and you're whole within like your endeavors, you will be able to attract that same thing back, right? Always use discernment. Okay. Love and light. All right, let's see who's next. All right, Capricorn. Oh, Cappies. All right. What is going on, Capricorn? Let's see what the channeled messages are for you. Okay, I'm getting that there's something that in your past that has been like a missing link that you feel that you need to move forward. But I feel that sometimes when you can't find that puzzle piece, it's not meant to be found. And it's meant to point you in a different direction to a new puzzle, to start putting that puzzle together and let the past be the past, letting the past go once and for all. Because I feel like it has been pulling on your subconscious mind, which then comes into your conscious mind. And it could be through dreams, through messages, through intuition, anything like that. And so I really feel that you need to step into that pure love is the most potent. And if something didn't go how you thought it should be in the past, that you thought was going to be a building block to where you are now, just trust and knowing that the dolphin energy is surrounding you, pointing you in the right direction of where you need to go, because they're using their sonar and your spirit guides. If you have, I feel like your spirit animal may also be a dolphin, is taking you a different direction. That's less worried about how things are fitting together, because it's water, it's movement. So it's not going to really affect you in this next level. So let the past go and move forward. And also another message I'm getting is you have more strength than you know. So just hold on to that and start tapping into those energies and those frequencies. You can also listen to frequencies on YouTube. I listen to Meditative Mind. They have like 6 million followers or subscribers, really good channel. And I like to listen to some of their things when I go to sleep subconsciously, so my mind can pick it up and it goes into my subconscious mind and heals things that I don't even know that need to be healed. So that's the message. All right, next we're going to move on to Taurus. All right, Taurus. Let's see what your messages are for you. So I feel like in the present moment, you're in a spot where you have conservative attachments, but yet at the same time, you know what you need to let go of in order to move forward. I feel like there could be a move coming up, or you just made a big purge or something, or a big emotional break from something that kept you in a box, that kept you confined and feeling confined in your mind, where you couldn't move forward. I feel like all this energy is breaking free for you. So now you will be able to move into a different path, because all of these emotional energies have been pulling on you. And so by getting out of this mind cage and letting them go is going to free you. So I recommend calling back your energy. A good way to call back your energy is I literally go outside, I look at the sun, and I say, I want to call back all my energy to me. But instead of coming to me, I have it go to the sun first. And the sun burns up all the negative energies. And then I bring it into my heart space. And then I thank the sun. So that's a really good way to, look at situations with pure intentions, and then also be clear so no one's pulling in on your energy. And then I'm getting one more is you need to pay attention to the tides of the moon and the moon cycles. And by working with that energy, with the full moons releasing and then manifesting, or releasing up to the new moon, then plant the seed and start growing that seed and then releasing it. And look at the 6-month cycles as the moon cycles go through, as they cycle through. Maybe I'll do a video on that at some point. Okay, so Aquarius, let's see. Okay. All right, Aquarius, let's see what the Atlantean channel messages are for you. This is interesting because since these are the Atlantean channeled messages, I do feel like this is all about the Atlantean era, and in your past being more in that masculine, maybe kind of destructive, overly powerful, egotistical line of your ancestry, and taking that energy now, and you can break the generational curse and bring in some of that yin energy from Lemuria, mix it together and balance it out to help the earth. I do feel that this is going to be when you're going to know when you're in alignment, when you are feeling high vibe, you're feeling balanced and you're moving things forward, and separating the difference between excitement and fear. Okay. And that is like literally excitement is your intuition. When you feel excited and passionate, that's where you're supposed to go forward. And when you feel fear, it's because you're literally right at the 11th hour of pushing through that fear for victory. Wherever fear is, that's where you want to head. A lot of people are scared. So many people are scared to go toward the fear, but if you go toward the fear, you break through that surface, you will absolutely see on the other side all of the beautiful gifts that will come in for you. So stepping into that energy, it's all about balancing. I also feel that there is that Hawaiian Ho'oponopono meditation. You can find them anywhere on YouTube, where it's I forgive you, I forgive myself, I love you, I love myself. And I feel like, remember, we are all interconnected on a spiritual level, and we are all the universe and God living separate lives, living different lives out in each human body. And so I feel like there's something that you've been holding on to with this Atlantean masculine energy. It's time to let it go and breathe love and light into it and drop out of your mind back into your heart space. And then you will see it just float away like that. All right. So, all right, now we'll move on to Leo. Leo, sun, moon, or rising. I do feel like with Leo, this is geared more towards future energy or futuristic, and it's the all eye seeing and being awake and open, and the third eye completely opening, where it's going to bring you to a place where you're able to make an impression on the world and help. You could be writing a book, you could be writing something that's of significance that's going to bring out some information to the world. With all of the energy we have going on right now with Uranus in Gemini, this is the time to really tap into technology and use it to your benefit, especially since Leos have that in their 11th house, and that is all about friendship, networks, technology, and it goes right in with the third house with communication. So that's tapping into that energy and making sure that you're balancing out the Atlantean energy with the Lemurian energy, where you're writing from your heart, but still co-creating with the universe and not getting stuck on each side of the pendulum. And I think that it'd be important for you to just get in a beach frame of mind overall, because it's healthy to do. And I think it's funny that, I don't know why this is coming up, but I think it's funny that when people think by having fun means that you are not serious and that it's taking away from the plan, is the funniest thing to me, because when you are jovial and laughing and having fun, that is where things transcend. That is where the downloads come in. That is where you get all of that beautiful creative energy that's helping you manifest and expand, because we are meant to come down here on Earth to manipulate energy. That is all we're supposed to do. And so it's funny how we have all these imprints of things that, that the universe, or not the universe, that the matrix has a hold of us, right? So we're going to do an overall message and a closer. And let's see. I feel like this is having to do with belief systems and tapping into what are our truest belief systems, making sure that we're not paying attention to a belief system that somebody else imprinted on us, and tapping into our own inner guidance system and our own belief system, where we know what we need to do to expand, to co-create, to move forward. And a lot of systems are built and designed so intricately to not let us do that, right? And so it's telling me that it's time to really embrace all of the opportunity and knowing that we're in the exact place where we're meant to be at the right time. For instance, when you come listen to this message, it could be 5 years from now, and you're getting a message that you need to hear from the Atlantean energy. So I do think that overall it's safe for us to forgive. Again, the Ho'oponopono meditations, highly recommend those. Just put it on really soft when you go to sleep and let your subconscious mind pick it up and just see how it flows. And that's what I have for the collective for the Atlantean channeled messages. This has been a really fun show. I love it. I'm going to do more channeled messages from Lemuria. Definitely do it for Lemuria so it can balance out the Atlantean energy. And then I'll do Lyra, Gaia, Orion, all of the star seeds. That's the energy. I don't know why I feel called for this, but then I also have a special announcement too. I'm collaborating with a wonderful young lady, and her name is Haley, and we are going to be doing a show together. She is a nervous system dating coach and how to get into and regulate your nervous system. And we're going to combine that with spirituality and have some fun. So that'll be tentatively on June 15th. Time TBD, but yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So overall, I appreciate everybody that came to the show tonight. I love it. It's just a kind of a fun pop-up. I just popped up today and I said, I'm going to do it. And love and light to everybody in the chat. And I will catch you all on the next wave. Make sure you stop by Cosmic Love Forecast tomorrow, and then on Thursday, Spiritual Happy Hour. All right. Love and light. See you all soon. Bye.